Do you want to learn how to get faster double kick speed? Well, I did too. When I first got my audition for I Prevail, my double kick speed was non-existent, and what was worse is I only had 30 days to get into shape. So in this lesson, I'm going to teach you exactly how I drastically improved my double kick speed in just 30 days. Let's do it. Now, the ancient drummers discovered that there are 4 pillars of foot speed, and to make sure that no one ever forgot what they were, they built speed hinge. So I'm gonna reveal what these 4 pillars of foot speed are and give you a 30-day plan so you can take your double kick speed to the next level. The first pillar is the most important one of all, and if you don't develop this, you will not have a solid foundation to build off of. Too many drummers ignore this step in the process, and it makes gaining speed incredibly difficult. But if you spend the time to develop this pillar, your speed will skyrocket. So the first pillar is technique. Having good technique with both feet is gonna make all your movements much more efficient and much more easy to execute. With ankle technique, you are essentially keeping your leg stable and only moving your foot hinging on your ankle. This is generally used for faster speeds with your double kick. You stop moving your whole legs up and down as much, and you use more of those micro muscles. The incredibly simple exercise that I use to work on my ankle technique is a 2-measure exercise where I play 1/8 notes with my right foot, and the second measure, I simply play 1/8 notes with my left foot, utilizing ankle technique. Let me show you what it looks like. This next pillar is designed to help your speed sound clean, because if you can play really fast, but it sounds incredibly sloppy, well, it's probably best to just slow down and actually play precisely. But with the help of this pillar, your speed can be matched with precision. So the second pillar is control. Now, this is a really important one because if you don't have control, there was no point of having speed in the first place. So I have 2 exercises for you to improve your control. So the first exercise we're gonna do is 4 measures long, where we're playing quarter notes on the ride and snare drum on beats 2 and 4. Now for the first measure, you're just gonna be playing quarter notes on the kick, but alternating. So right, left on the feet. Now the second measure, you're gonna be playing 2 16th notes on the 1E, 2E, 3E, 4E. Then on the third measure, you're just going to add in 1 more note, so 1E and 2E and so on. And then finally, the fourth measure, you're going to play straight 16th notes across the measure. So let's hear what this full exercise sounds like. Now that is a great exercise, but if you're feeling a little bit more advanced, what I would teach you to work on your control is to do the same thing on the ride and snare. But on the kick drum, we're going to be playing 3 16th notes, so on the 1E and, just like we were doing before, but we are going to alternate which leg is leading. So it's gonna be right, right, then we flip it to left, right, left. Now let's hear what that sounds like. Now, if I can hold consistent double bass speeds by the end of me telling you about this free course, then I'm gonna give one lucky subscriber a free year to DBO Academy. Start the clock. Now, as I'm sure you've experienced with your double kick, it can be incredibly overwhelming to try to take your drumming to the next level. Too many drummers are taking the more approach, where they just search a bunch of random videos on the internet, that leaves them completely halted in their progress and feeling very overwhelmed on the kit. But I have created a simple solution called the DBO drumming path that will help you take your drumming to the next level incredibly easily, and you can learn all about it in my 4-part free course called the Master Drummer Roadmap. It is open for all difficulties, so you can click right up here to get the course totally for free. And I did it, so congrats to this subscriber for winning a free year to DBO Academy. Subscribe to win things in future videos. Whether you know it or not, there is an area in drumming that just gets completely skipped over in general. Without this pillar in place, you can experience fatigue and cramping on the kit. But with it, your feet will be able to play a ton of different tempos while feeling comfortable. And this all comes from pillar number 3, which is muscle development. It's so important to be able to develop those muscles so that your movements with the double kick can become a lot more easy and a lot more fluid. Now, to help you build this, I'm gonna teach you my favorite double kick exercise called the double kick subdivision ladder. What you're gonna start off doing in measure number 1 is playing quarter notes. But even though this is very slow, I still want your notes to be alternating no matter what. Then measure number 2, you're moving to 1/8 notes. Then measure number 3, you're moving to 1/8 note triplets. Now, if you're a beginner, this could honestly end right here. But if you want to continue to take the next steps, you can add on these next 2 measures, which measure number 4 would be 16th notes and measure number 5 would be 16th note triplets. So let's hear what that sounds like all together. Some drummers forget that it's not enough to just have speed, because without this pillar, playing really fast almost doesn't matter. Because your foot speed needs to be something that lasts more than 5 seconds. You want your feet to fly for long periods of time, which is where pillar number 4 comes in, which is endurance, because we want our speed to last a really, really long time. So one of my favorite exercises to work on my endurance on really anything on the kit is something called Tabata. Now, Tabata is generally used in fitness, where you do an exercise as fast as you can for 20 seconds, and then you take a 10-second rest. You normally repeat this for about 4 minutes. So what I want you to do is play 16th notes on the double kick pedal, 20 seconds as fast as you can, then you get a 10-second rest, and you repeat this 8 times for a total of 4 minutes. Trust me, this will make your legs burn. So let's hear what this sounds like when we do a quick example of Tabata. A little pro tip here is, if things are starting to sound a little sloppy when you're trying to play as fast as you can, maybe lower the speed by 10% so that you're still practicing while sounding clean as opposed to practicing bad habits. If you practice these 4 pillars consistently, and especially if you have a nice 30-day plan, your double kick speed will improve dramatically. But before I give you that plan, let me show you what this actually looks like in context, utilizing some of these techniques and exercises with music. Check it out. So here is your 30-day plan for faster double kick speed. Practice each exercise for 5 minutes, no more than 5 days a week. So each practice session, you are gonna work on 4 exercises for a total of 20 minutes. 5 days a week. If you do this for 4 weeks straight, I promise you, your double kick speed will explode. I know this because I've seen members at DBO Academy double their foot speed by taking courses like Mastering the Double Bass Pedal Level 1 and 2 and our Kick Speed Challenge. If you want instant access to those courses, plus a ton of bonuses, go ahead and click right here. Or if you want a 30-day plan to improve your hand speed to match your feet, watch this video right here. Stay true.